We've got an awesome lineup. It's our first episode of 2021, and we are going to focus on one question, as you know. What does the modern media plan look like in 2021? Next, we welcome Andrea Zepeda, CMO for Hyundai Motor America. Angela joined Hyundai with more than 25 years of experience on the agency side. She's responsible for all of Hyundai's marketing, including the strategic direction, brand, advertising, experiential marketing, digital and social media, brand partnerships, and lead generation. Welcome, Angela.
Good morning. Hey, Gary, how you doing?
Good. First of all, your purple turtleneck is fierce. You came in hot.
Oh,
I like it.
Well, still early in the morning here-ish, so anyway, might as well come in bright. It's a bright, sunny day here in Southern California.
Let's go right into it because I think the car industry fascinates me. When you think about media planning in 2021, what is in your mind, a winner or maybe even a loser of allocation of dollars, something that you are seeing more opportunity in or less opportunity? Like when you scan that landscape, where's the opportunities?
Oh, there's so many opportunities, which I think is great. We're still a challenger brand, or that's still how we see ourselves. I mean, some people have a hard time even knowing how to say Hyundai. We just make it easy, Hyundai like Sunday. But we need to be everywhere our audience is. So, winners and losers, some people pick on traditional media a little bit, and yet it still provides some of the biggest platforms and the biggest places where our audience is. But we have a lot of investment in trying new platforms because we're trying to really get in front of younger customers into our brand. We're a very different company today. We now have a full lineup of SUVs. We have incredible tech, safety on the cars. That's not the Hyundai that came here 35 years ago. That generation knows a different Hyundai. That was a value-driven car. This is now a much better vehicle that really
is that, I'm sorry to interrupt. Is that hard to shed that value play for a lot of people, like for the people that are watching right now? Like when you come in that way, even though it's 35 years ago, let's call it what it is. They did a great job at that. That caught a lot of people's attention and did extremely well. Explain to everybody how big or maybe it's not of a challenge that is.
It is a big challenge because when you ask people what we're known for, they'll say great value. But we want to get past that and do what we call the driveway test, which if someone comes home with a new Toyota, no one questions why you got a new Toyota in your driveway. We want to be that same brand as Hyundai, and we're that kind of brand now. We have that same level of quality and technology and safety as our Japanese competitors. We just need to let people know that Hyundai that maybe, we had a couple missteps in the past where we didn't always have quality at the forefront, but it's an incredible company with a ton of resilience. And so the vehicles we have today are very different. I think that's really great about bringing millennials, especially, into our brand today, because they don't know that brand. They just see what Hyundai they see now today, and it's a fresh perspective. So we do see younger and actually wealthier customers coming into our brand for the very first time. So we're excited about that. We still want to, keep our older audiences with us, but we want to bring in a whole new, audience moving forward.
How much, I'm sorry, because you really rocked me on that Hyundai like Sunday. How much or how little has the brand, like, I almost feel like if I had the luxury of having your job, like, especially with football, with religion, like I don't know, like I just watched a ton of people overreact to that, like who knew or what, I think that most people say Hyundai, right?
Hyundai. They try to Koreanize it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, has that been, like, in a world now of fragmentation, it seems like there's a huge opportunity for you to really own that. I almost feel like one incredible year of bombardment in social, especially doing wild stuff on Sundays, 52 weeks in a year, we could be in 2022 and all of us know that Hyundai is, yeah.
Yeah, that was one reason why Jose Munoz, who's our CEO for North America and COO, he wanted me to come over from the agency to then lead a CMO at Hyundai because I have all this experience in brand building. Building our brand is our number one initiative. We had many years of being very focused on lower funnel demand generation, demand generating tactics, which was great because we needed to just sort of intercept where customers were shopping. But now people are starting to recognize our products, and we're bringing them in as a fresh customer that needs to understand us more and understand more of what this product is, just more than the price. And so building this brand is really important. You know, we are very heavy in like Sunday Night Football. We've never used the word Hyundai like Sunday externally. But maybe if it has resonance with people, maybe there's a big idea that just got generated on this
live.
So there you go, live. This is how it works, people. But you know, we are going to do a lot more brand building. We're trying to bring more of a face to Hyundai. Sometimes we feel like it is a little facelift. We have an amazing chairman, E.S. Chung. He's a pretty young guy. He just took over about 2 years ago. He's amazing. He's got quite a vision for the company. And so we're figuring that out right now. This will be our big breakout year. We have a lot of launches, but the brand needs to come forward. And we do have some big ideas on how to do that. But I do like our Hyundai like Sunday. Maybe there is something there. So
I mean,
we'll take that away.
I think that in today's marketing world, with the amount of opportunity with the internet structure, I think to your point earlier about TV, I think it's not only the challenge and the debate of what the consumption versus the cost are against the GRPs, but it's also when you're in a TV mindset, people feel like it's an or game. We're going to position the brand this way or this way or this way or this way. In my brain, there is clearly Hyundai like Sunday, like legs, but it doesn't need to be the entire brand positioning, but it could be a monster on surprise and delight on Sunday. Right. That's right. And to me, that's the shedding. It's kind of like loosen that up.
I don't have to have the same brand voice everywhere I am.
And people and the normal people watching right now, Angela, they don't understand the concept of brand voice. Like it goes into a corporate ecosystem conversation that people like. Nobody's gonna be ticked off if they see Hyundai like Sunday on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, but then on TV they say Hyundai getting you to where you need to go to. They're not like, oh my God, this is like, nobody's appalled by that. Yet the Fortune 500 Madison Avenue ecosystem thinks they are. They don't give a shit.
Luggage when it comes to corporate brand strategy. It is true. And we do fight against that a little bit too. So you're inspiring me to break out from all of that. And it is a constant struggle. There's a lot of people who weigh into what we do. If you stay to the creativity and really talking like a human to other humans, then I think you would realize that you don't talk the same way to everybody that you're talking to. Of course, that's not how we are as people. So why should your brand be like that too? So this is good for me. I have to have these moments to speak to people on the outside to get me to thinking fresh for the future. Oh, see, you're wearing purple too.
You are, man, you're fast because I go fast. I was literally about to say I'm such an idiot. Look at this. We're like so matching now. All right. Let's talk about audio because I think people are in their cars. So there's like, I love audio advertising for automotive on podcast, which is eating up an incredible amount of consumption of audio in car.
Yep.
Because I always think like, oh, you're pissed at your car right now. It doesn't smell as good as it used to. Something just happened. Like you just looked out the window and we're envious. It feels incredibly exciting to me.
Audio is huge. Yeah, we dip into, well, actually we love radio. We use it a lot for drive time. We call it terrestrial radio, but we're moving into areas like Spotify, which we did a sponsorship or partnership with them this last year to launch our Elantra, where we did a podcast. There was video too. We partnered with Interscope Artist, and it was called Unlock My City. And basically they were driving around their city talking about the things that they love. So it was a podcast, but then we did do a couple that were video just to help show more of the sheet metal because that's what cars are all about. But it's still great content to draw audiences in. And we know audio is so big with, very loyal audiences that love to plug in and listen. And with the pandemic, this was huge. It took a huge spike. So that Spotify was the first time we stepped in with them. We loved it. It was hugely successful. We'll do more of that. We love the idea of podcasts and just radio and audio in general.
Anything you're kind of taking a scrutiny with, just like maybe rethinking. You've been in the game for a while. It's not about razzing print or Facebook or Snapchat or direct mail. It just, I think I want to educate on these shows. Is there anything that you are saying to yourself,
I'll tell you a big one that was a big decision for us was we are not going to be in Super Bowl this year. And we were in for 13 years. So
you did Super Bowl for 13 years and never debated the Hyundai Sunday thing when the biggest thing in the world is on a Sunday?
I know. Well,
I'm pissed now. I'll see you later. I'm upset.
Sometimes it takes a genius conversation.
Go ahead. So yeah, that was a huge decision.
It was a huge decision. It was because it's a lot of money. We still love it. We're still very tied to football. But, for one day, which we had an incredible spot last year, our Smart Pack, we got a lot of play on that. We still love it. But, we need to extend, I think, a big Super Bowl day for many more days. So it kind of spikes on that one day and then it kind of trails off. We need to kind of expand that a little bit. And so we're excited about what's going to come this year. But that was a major decision for us because we've been so tied to it. A lot of people were surprised. It felt a little good to loosen it up a little bit. We feel like so much pressure to have like an award-winning spot every year. But that still needs to come through creatively with the creative. It can't be any less than a big Super Bowl idea.
Well, listen, we've got to run, but I got more stuff. We'll purple it up another time.
We'll purple it up. It was great to see you.
Good to see you. Continued success.